Well, Jennifer's fixed me up a plate here of meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and macaroni salad. Gosh, that's a big piece of meatloaf. I don't know that I can eat all that at one time, but I'm gonna try. Hello everyone, it's John Wool of the Appalachian Channel, and I'm back in Madison, North Carolina, back at the Madison dry goods store, and now there's Briggs Family Kitchen here. I was here last year in February, and we made a video, and if you've not seen that, just search Madison dry goods on the Appalachian Channel and you'll find it. And I told Smitty, I said, as soon as you get somebody in here in the kitchen running the restaurant, we'll be back to film it because everybody likes to eat.
That's right.
And
That's right.
So now you can come visit and go to the dry goods store, shop, buy some stuff there, then you can go over to the kitchen and have some lunch with Jennifer, and boy does she does some good cooking. She's gonna make some macaroni salad.
Yep, macaroni salad, meatloaf, barbecue, baked macaroni and cheese, baked beans, and some banana pudding.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. It's gonna be good, and Smitty's gonna show us around a little bit some of the local food products that he sells, and boy, you've really increased on your inventory of different products you carry, because you just been here about a month when I come the first time.
That's right, that's
and
right.
He has got it stocked full of stuff, and we're gonna go in and check it out. Come on guys, let's go.
Let's go.
So I'll let you go over and take care of your customers, and Smitty's going to show us around a little bit.
All right, see you guys soon.
So Smitty, show us this cash register. You've had this when you was here last time, but you've added a few things to it this time.
That's right. That's right. So this is still the same cash register from 1897. It's not original to the building, but it actually predates the building by a few years, if you can believe that. But it still works like a charm, and we still use it for all of our cash transactions. We've added this piece here, this automatic cashier. It's amazing how much time it takes to make change for people, so this just makes it super easy. When I know how much change to give them, I just push the button and it deposits the exact amount of change. We have to carry 50-cent pieces here because the machine isn't, I guess, smart enough to know that it doesn't have those 50-cent pieces in there. But as you can see, if I push 42, it deposits it right down here and gave us the right amount of change.
How about that? What year does that date back to, you think?
That's probably from the 20s, I would guess. It's like I said, it's not original to the building, but there probably would have been something very similar to that here in the building.
So let's take a little walk around the dry goods part here. You have a tremendous amount of antiques that you collect, and we talked about that when I was here before.
Yes.
That you started that as a kid, didn't you?
That's right, and I've been collecting ever since. And in fact, there's probably even more stuff than last time you were here.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more stuff.
Oh yes, it gives me plenty of room in this big old building to be able to display a lot of the things that I've gotten. We carry a lot of vintage toys now. The register, if you remember, used to be on this side. The register throughout the history of the building hasn't been in the same spot, so I didn't feel the need to have to stay here. But by moving the register towards the front, now I can utilize the shelves here. So we carry a lot of vintage toys now on this side. We have a men's section, and it gave us some more room for some hats as well.
So everything on these bottom shelves are sale, then everything up here is display, looks like. Probably.
That's right. I mean, people try to buy some of the things. Some things, if I'm not too connected to, I'll sell. But most of the things you see, some of the things are local. You know, an old fan here from when the store first opened, as well as like this sign came from next door when it was Busick's department store back in the early days.
So you like collecting local products?
I do, and in fact, you'll see, I mean, even more products here, there. This recently I acquired. This came from actually the wholesale company that was just down the street, Grogan's Grocery. It's about 2 or 3 stores, storefronts down the street.
Now here's one I had as a kid.
Oh yes. Yeah. I got that actually when I was younger as well. That's one of the things, and in fact, most of the things I can tell you where I got them or when I got them.
Oh yeah, you remember?
Sure.
What's the oldest item you've had around here?
Oh goodness. Actually, it's this clock here. I remember at least the first thing that I purchased with my own money. That clock there I purchased when I had just got my driver's license. I went to an estate sale and I found that in an old garage. And it wasn't working. Now I don't have it wound up, but I had it fixed recently. So you may just hear that chiming when you come in the door.
Well, how about that? And I think I bought a t-shirt from you. I wear it all the time. Madison Dry Goods is a burgundy shirt.
Oh,
and,
yes, yeah.
When I was here. So you got a lot of stuff to do with the recreational area around here, the Dan River.
That's right, yeah. We're probably hop, skip, and jump away, as they say, around here from the river. So we have a lot of tubers that go down the river, kayakers, canoers. So we get a lot of traffic from that as well. I guess the out point is just down the street behind the clock tower. So a lot of people, once they leave the river, they want to come shop in town. And so we carry a lot of shirts that relate to the river here in town.
It seems like you've expanded your women's clothing line since I was here before.
We have. We've about doubled our merchandise, on both sides, really. The ladies, in fact, I've got so many clothes and different items in here now that we're trying to make room for some new products coming in currently. In fact, you may see these big old jeans that I found recently. These are size 66, if you can believe that. So we carry a little bit for everybody.
So
something here for
size
anybody.
66.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So they are quite large, but they're hanging up there, and in old general stores you could find about everything you need. So
I like this ladder one was here last time. That was original to the hardware store. This was a hardware store. I don't think we mentioned that this time.
It was Penn Hardware, and it was Penn Hardware for about 90 years until 1995 when the dry goods store moved in here. And Richard and Kathy Miller started that and made it pretty much into what you see today. Of course, I've changed a few things here and there, but it's pretty much stayed intact. And everything you see, the wooden floors still squeak. You may hear that, and they are original to the building as well.
Got some books over here, little free library. So
yeah, that's something. I don't know if it was here last time you were here, but we did that shortly after I moved in, and we're the only official little free library here in downtown. And I wanted somewhere that people could come that like to read. They can sit here in the rocking chairs, or they could take the books home with them. They're completely free. We get donations from several local people here in town, and kids can come here. We have kids' books. They can take them home and read. We just like to spread the reading mind as far as we can. So,
right. So yeah, this is was this counter original to the store? Maybe
this one wasn't. Richard recreated this. Actually, the only counter that's original is this one over here.
Okay.
And that one's never been moved. So that is the original counter to the store. But Richard and Kathy did a good job of recreating them to make them look very similar to the original one that was here in town.
And the hardware store opened up when? What year originally?
In 1908. 1908. They
built
run
to 1990?
It did. Just after 1990. About 1993 or 1994, I guess. And the building sat vacant for a short period. Then Richard was walking down the street one day when he moved into town and was eyeing this building and knew that he wanted to make it into an old dry goods store, and that's what you see before you here today.
And this right here was talking about your seed rack. You got this rack actually from a place we filmed before.
Hey, that's right, Kathy's place up in Walnut Cove, North Carolina, at Just Plain Country. I was eyeing this, and one of her vendors actually brought it down from New York, and so this is probably about period to the building. It probably was used for maybe receipts or maybe even seeds, but we saw that and knew we wanted to carry seeds that one of the local farmers here in town cultivates, and used it for that.
Well, that's interesting. Are you selling many seeds right now? Is it
Oh
that
yeah,
time of year?
yes, that time of year. It's starting to get warm. We just had a rainfall earlier, and so it's a good time to plant all kinds of different seeds and things.
You got somebody new working here that wasn't here last time?
I do. This is Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya
nice
works
to meet
here.
you.
So when you come here, you may just see Tanya. She's a sweetheart. She's known all throughout the town. She has her family roots here in town, so she's a vital part of the dry goods experience now when you come here.
And
I can
it's
see.
like working with family. So.
Well,
Yeah.
that's sweet. Thank you.
Are you the one that's helped him get some of the ladies' clothing and jewelry and all that going on?
Yeah, a little bit of my opinions in there for sure.
I noticed there's a little bit more of a women's clothing and stuff than
That's
last
right.
time.
That's
so.
right. Yeah, she helps me out. I'm a little novel to that, so she helps me out when I need it for sure.
So I saw you got some packages in just a little while ago. You got
Oh yes,
a lot
lots
of stuff coming in all the time.
Lots of packages, and we get them about every day it seems, and we had to find a place to put all the boxes, so we try to hide them away, and then we load up a truckload of them. We have a vendor that moved in, I guess probably shortly after your last filming, and this is Miss Alita. She's originally from Rockingham County and lives in Walnut Cove now, actually. And she makes all kinds of pottery. She makes them at her house there. And she even made us, if I can find one, here. These are some Madison dry good mugs that she made for us. We had them commissioned, and she hand makes all of them. And in fact, she's a perfectionist. She'll tell you herself. She brought in some samples of, I think it was this one, and I asked her if I could sell it or if I could have it for the first one, and she said, no, you can't have this one. The handle's not exactly where it needs to be, so I have to destroy it. And I said, oh gosh. But she does really fine work. We have mugs for the dry goods, as well as these mugs for the clock tower down the street. Says for all those who served, which is on the clock face here in town.
So the other building where the kitchen's at and all the food is, that was a different business at one time.
It was. There was actually a wall right here, so that separated the two sides. Then eventually, well, in fact, even to this day, this has two separate addresses. This is 104, this is 108. But right now, of course, we have it as one building.
We won't walk upstairs right now, but you got vendors.
I sure do, yeah. We have about 14 to 16 vendors upstairs at any given time. Antiques, woodwork, pottery as well as up there. We've got the museums upstairs, which we've recently changed around a bit. So that will be a new experience when you go up there as well.
So this is some of the stuff we were talking about a little while ago that you said sold really good for you.
Yeah, so this is Miss Mary's products. Miss Mary is an older lady that lives not too far away from here now in North Carolina. And I found out recently that her family farm actually butted up against my great-grandpa's farm in Stokesdale, North Carolina. But she's well known for her products. She makes them all with her sister, and she's well known for her squash relish as well as her chowchow. Her chowchow does really good, and it's wonderful. It's so good. In fact, I tell people I can just eat it out of the jar with a spoon. It's so good. And then we also have apple butter. We're well known for our apple butter, which is juice sweetened. So if you have any sort of sugar issues, this is a great product to be able to eat and not have to worry about your blood sugar.
I don't know that you had this cooler last time. I don't think maybe this.
And we've done some rearranging over here. We tried to pack it full of as many local products as we could. Of course, Cheerwine is a locally made product here in North Carolina. It was founded here. So we carry all of their products as well. We started carrying Amish product. That's a pretty new thing that we've started doing here. We get it all shipped in, and bar soaps, jams, jellies, pie fillings, taffy. These are locally made as well. Pot holders, cookbooks, all kinds of goodies. Further down, we have our new candy rack, our new old candy rack, I should say. This came from an old tool store, probably 30 minutes from here, and I found it on the internet, and I needed a new place to put the candy, and had this vision in mind, I guess. So we pack it full of candy, and we sell a ton of candy actually. So this did really well, and of course, the kids love coming by here and spinning the rack and seeing what kind of candy they can get their parents to buy them.
So yeah, you got more stuff. You just got so much more stuff. You've been busy buying stuff.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
You got more shelving, and you've added so much.
Yeah, and a lot of the furniture you see in here is local. A lot of the pieces that are green came from RJ Reynolds Tobacco Company in Winston-Salem. And in fact, the table that all the Amish product is on is called RJ Reynolds Green. So if you see any furniture that's made or painted with that color, that's typical of what R.J. Reynolds painted all their furniture with. Another addition is these booths over here. These booths I recently acquired, and we put them in here. They may look like they've been here forever, but they've only been in here for a couple months. These came from Miss Rabbit's, which ran New Way Lunch for over 50 years until her death in 1997. Her name was Lily Noonan. And these booths set in her small grill area. So she did hot dogs, and she typically had bags of chips. It was a really small space, and so you can see the wear and tear and how many people came and sat in these booths over 50 years.
Yeah, I love them. They're just great addition.
Yeah.
Like you said, they look like they was originally here.
That's right. That's right. They just needed a little bit of cleaning up, but we didn't do anything to refinish them. And you know, people that are local to here are just so happy to be able to see them again, and they remember them from when they were a child and sitting in the booths and eating hot dogs with their parents.
Now this is new too.
Yeah,
counter.
this also may look like it's been here for a while. This is an old Woolsworth counter that came out of a Woolsworth up in Virginia. It still has the original top here. You can see the crack in it, but we haven't done anything to try to fix that, and that's quite original. The napkin holders are kind of neat too. They're enameled on the outside, and people love just coming in here, sitting. The kids, of course, love spinning in the chairs. I guess that's something that has transcended time. You know, kids love to sit there and spin around in them, but we enjoy having families come in here early on in the mornings, especially on Saturdays. Jennifer does hot homemade cinnamon rolls on Saturday mornings, and people come here and pack these seats here at the counter. Here's a table full of dips and cheesecakes and all kinds of drink mixes. This I enjoy because I'm not a cook myself, but I can even do these. You just put a couple of ingredients in a bowl, you mix them together, put them in another bowl, and then you're done. So it makes feasting easy at family events. Then we've added some local North Carolina coffees. That's another coffee down there, Woods Walker Coffee. Then another interesting one is As Good As It Gets Salsa. We carry her products. She's in Germington as well, not far from the Just Plain Country store where you filmed, and she makes that all in her home.
Well, I think this is the most local products I've seen in one place. You know, that's you've really done a great job on trying to bring people the local products that's made by small companies.
That's right. That's right. And we try to shop as local as we can get. You know, the most local actually are these peanuts, the Methodist men's peanuts. They came from literally the next street up, within 2 minutes walking distance. So when we get these, they are literally too hot to handle. I mean, you grab this jar and it's still hot from where they cook the peanuts. So you can't get fresher than that.
Well, I think that Jennifer's getting ready to put some food together. I'm gonna go back and see if we can't get some cooking tips.
That's great.
And get
That's
some
great.
lunch, and I'll be back with you in just a little bit.
All righty, we'll see you.
All right, thanks, Smitty.
All right, so this was my grandma's recipe. I called her Grandma Shay. She was my mama's mama, and she was a truck driver, but everybody knew her for her cooking. Her chocolate pies, but especially her banana pudding and her big old biscuits. And of course I have like quadrupled this recipe. But this is what seems to be everybody's favorite. I have it about every other week, if not people get angry. But like I said, she was a truck driver, but when she came in off the road, she loved to cook, and we always she would take me to Rose's and buy me a new nightgown every time she came in off the road, and we would make biscuits together and banana pudding. And that was our little thing. And I miss her. She passed away in 2000, and this is how we keep her memory alive, by baking all of her things that she was known for. So yeah, everybody's favorite.
So tell us a little bit about how it came about that you opened the restaurant here. What that about?
Well, back in 2020, I had my son Weldon, and we were living in an old house, and we were not allowed to leave our houses at that time, but because of the big C word. But I don't know if I can say that or not. But one day I woke up and I was like, I really want a cheesecake. I want a blueberry lemon cheesecake. And went to the store. I looked up a recipe, got what I needed, came back home and made it. And I posted a picture on Facebook about it. And when I did, everybody was like, oh my gosh, I want to buy one of those. So I started taking orders, and then it expanded into pies and different types of cakes and all kinds of other stuff. And then I got really into like the really fancy decorated sugar cookies. Let me put another bag of this real quick. I got into the decorated sugar cookies, and Smitty actually contacted me one day and asked if I'd be interested in making some for an event that he had going on. And we went to school together. We've known each other forever. We grew up together. And so I took on the job. It was like 160 cookies for this event. And after that, we started talking about me coming and being a part of this. And then the space came available in the end of December, and he contacted me and was like, hey, would you be interested? I said, of course. And before this, I was moving mobile homes with my family. It was their family business. And I jumped from driving a truck to this. Straight to it, wide open. So yeah, it's been a big change from being in a truck all day to this, but I like it. I like it a lot. On Mondays and Tuesdays when I'm here prepping and everything, my youngest son comes with me, and then after school, our oldest son, he comes here after school, and they hang out and greet all the customers. And my husband just works right up the street, so he comes and sees me every day for lunch. He'll actually be here in just a little bit.
So was you over the road driver or local?
We were we pulled for Clayton Homes in different areas, mostly out of Mill Airy, and then doing individuals as well. But we were home every day, so it wasn't like over the road. But my grandma was. My grandma was over the road. She'd be gone for 3 months at a time. But no, we stayed pretty local to the area. But yeah, it was a hard job moving houses. Physically, this is a lot easier. Mentally, not so much.
Now, why is that?
Well, physically, lifting the tires and axles, and, you're talking 100 pounds at a time, just yourself, carrying cinder block, and...
So you set them up too? You
Yeah.
delivered them and set them up?
Yes, sir.
By yourself?
No, my family
Your
helped
family,
too.
the whole
Yeah,
family,
I
okay.
worked with my family. My dad and my mom, they own their own business doing that. And he's been in business since 93. And that's kind of where I got my knowledge of small business, I guess. I always knew I wanted to have my own business. I just didn't know what. Kind of always thought it would be, moving houses. I would just take over, but turned into this. But yeah, so I learned a lot growing up, how to run a business and seeing how they interacted with everyone. And I think I was on the job site for the first time when I was 2 weeks old. They took me with them every day to work until I started kindergarten. And that was real fun. That's all I knew going into school was big trucks. And even all through school, summertime, that's what I done. And then I worked at a martial arts academy for about 6 years, and I ended up not working there. And then after 6 years, I went back to work with my dad full time. So And I done that for about 7 years until I started this. And even when I first started this, I was still helping them when I could. And I do miss it sometimes. It was a fun job. It was always somewhere different, always something new. But like I said, very physically demanding. And this isn't so physically demanding, but it is mentally demanding. Just trying to come up with different stuff every week, and because we change the menu every week, we don't keep a set menu. We change it up, and so trying to hear what everybody's wanting, but also stick within the bounds of what I can do. But everyone seems to enjoy it. There's really not a place around here that you can get good home cooked hot meals like this. And growing up, we didn't eat out a whole lot. My parents, we just cooked at home. We raised hogs. We had our own garden. We canned our own food, and that's what we lived off of. We had cows growing up, so growing up I just learned how to cook, what we grew and what we had. And that's what a lot of people like, because you can't really get that anywhere, and a lot of people don't know how to do that type of cooking, so they seek out little places like this so they can just have it done for them, and it's a lot easier. Alright, so meringue is basically just egg whites and sugar, and that's it. Some people put extra stuff like cream of tartar or something like that in it, just help stabilize it a little more, but again, I don't measure. But I've never added anything like that, and it always turns out pretty good. But you can't get any yolks at all into the egg white, or it will not stiffen up at all. And some people, when they do their topping for their banana pudding, they'll put like Cool Whip or something like that. No, this is the real deal stuff. That's why a lot of people love it as much as they do, because they've only ever had banana pudding that is like banana flavored pudding from a box and with Cool Whip topping. So I make the pudding completely homemade, and I make the meringue homemade too. So this just whips it, and I just keep mixing until it forms stiff peaks, and then I can pop it in the oven after I put it on the banana pudding and brown it up. The way it gives it a little bit of a brown crust on top, but not, you have to watch it because it will burn very fast. So if it doesn't get real stiff, you just add a little more sugar. So you want it to form stiff peaks. It's not as stiff as it probably should be, but it's okay because it's just going to get baked anyway. I'm going to slather it on there. Alright. I'll cover it up and we'll just pop it in the oven. That one's easy. Put this in here for about 5 minutes and then check it. Do a little more than 5, and we'll come back and check it in a minute. All right, so this is my pasta salad, or macaroni salad. Everybody calls it something different. This is actually something my mom makes. She still makes it even now. It's really simple. It's just tomatoes and cucumbers and salt and pepper, but it's just something that's cool and refreshing and just takes you back to grandma's house again. Something that's not just, overdone, and it's not fancy or anything like that, but people come in here and will ask for just like a whole pint. Sometimes people come in and buy quarts of it to take to family gatherings. I actually have that a lot. People will come in and they want to get sides, like pint size sides of everything, so they can take it on picnics and stuff, which is really special because then I feel like I'm part of their family. They're bringing my food to their family gatherings, which is nice. I like that. And some people really just don't like this, but other people absolutely love it. So it's cabbage, apple cider vinegar, ketchup, a little crushed red pepper, and salt.
So you make it a little bit different because it's going on a barbecue sandwich than if it's just regular slaw.
Yeah, it doesn't have the mayonnaise and mustard and stuff like that in it, like regular slaw would. Like
Okay, no mayonnaise or mustard. So where'd you come up with this recipe at?
I just made that one up.
You made it up?
Yeah, so I've had barbecue slaw before, but it was never any that I really liked. So one day I was like, I feel like I would really like barbecue slaw if it was made a different way than what I've had before. So that's what I done. I just kind of made it to my taste, and you'll see I don't measure anything ever. I've never been one to really measure anything. I just kind of measure with my heart until it feels right, and go with it and hope for the best. But normally it turns out okay. But yeah, so this is actually the first time that we've had barbecue sandwiches. So I'm anxious to see everybody's feedback about the slaw and the barbecue, and I already know everybody really likes the meatloaf, so I'm not worried about that one. But
so you're a little nervous about this one on the slaw today, maybe?
Yeah, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but they don't have to have it. They can opt out of the slaw. So, and the macaroni salad too. It's so simple, but everybody loves it. I think sometimes, you know, bigger places try to overcomplicate things, and this just kind of gets you back to your roots and back to grandma's house almost, which is what we hope for. We want everybody to feel like they're coming right back to grandma's house when they come here. So here's the meringue, all brown and ready to be eaten, cut into. Oh, here we go. And I have the other one in the oven. Got in super early, made 2 of them this morning. But
you want to show us what you got out so far?
yeah, sure. So over here is our meatloaf, all homemade. And then we have pulled pork barbecue, our gravy, and mashed potatoes. And everything is homemade, cooked here by me. And baked beans, those are homemade as well. Then macaroni and cheese and green beans. So this is our homemade sourdough rolls. We do loaves and the rolls, which everybody likes to get the rolls with their lunches, and then normally they take a loaf of it home with them.
Now, did you bake those this morning?
Yes, I did.
So what time do you start in the mornings?
Oh, I got here about 6 this morning.
Really?
And it's 11 now, so yeah.
So how does your kids get to school? Does your husband have to do that? Or?
My sister-in-law actually takes our oldest to school, and our youngest stays with my parents.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you got a busy day.
Very busy day.
I want mashed potatoes with no gravy and baked beans and a delicious roll.
All right. Would you like some barbecue slaw on your sandwich?
Please.
All right. I'll get it made right up for you. Yeah, she's the one that I was telling you about, my very first customer. She came in here, you know, we open up, start serving lunch at 11. She got here at 10 o'clock, and she sat down and waited. I made her a cup of coffee. She said, I didn't want to be here when a line got here, so I'm going to be the first one in here. And she was. And she has continued to be the first one in here every Wednesday and Friday. She has been my first customer. And now I consider her family. I see her all the time. She's like my little mama customer coming in. Always tell each other about our days. our weekends, what we got planned. Yeah. I see. You just do one plate today or two?
I think I'm gonna do the usual too.
Okay. And mashed potatoes, no gravy.
Yeah.
You have to tell me how that slaw is, because it's the first time we've had barbecue sandwiches.
Okay, I will.
All right. And then meatloaf.
See, I'm using this how early I am. She's not prepared.
Yeah, no. No, never. So meatloaf. What
I
else?
want meatloaf and I want mashed potatoes and no gravy.
All right, and I got pasta salad today too.
Got what?
Got the pasta salad today.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me try that too.
Okay.
And I want some banana pudding.
All right. Yes, ma'am. I told him that's like everybody's favorite. It's the banana pudding. And she's the one that gets here early enough to whip me into shape, get my life together with getting everything out.
So it looks like you get one for tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Extra one to take home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, ma'am. And
And I'll be back with your tip. I gotta get some change.
all right, here's your ticket. There you go. Thank you. We'll see you Friday. His wife actually helps me on her days off from her regular job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
So
And Rebecca helps you.
Yeah, and his sister, she's the one that actually made the brownies. She makes me some sweets to bring in. Can I get for you?
Let me try to barbecue today.
All right, you want barbecue slaw on it?
y'all been here before?
I have.
Yeah. Must have liked it. You came back, huh?
That's right. That's right.
She didn't leave nothing on her plate hardly. She's ate it all up.
I was hungry.
Y'all local here?
No, working from out of town.
Okay. Just here temporarily then.
That's right.
So you won't get to eat this food all the time then.
Not all the time.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
She makes some mashed potatoes.
Oh, yes.
Some more.
All homemade, super buttery and creamy. All mixed in together. I just refilled my macaroni and cheese also. Usually the mac and cheese is the first to go. Everybody loves some good homemade mac and cheese.
So where you ladies from?
We grew up here locally. I was a Medan girl.
I grew up in Madison, not far from here.
Yeah? So was you all glad to see the restaurant open up here in the dry goods store?
Yes, we love the dry goods. It's a lot of memories, heritage. We just like to support local businesses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of neat stuff in here. I like the atmosphere. What about you?
Yes, it is very interesting. They have lots to choose from. And so the clothing is good. The little knickknacks, if you need to buy a quick gift, they have a lot to choose from.
So, mixing up some more barbecue sauce because this went pretty quick today.
Run out already, huh?
Yeah. So having to mix up some more and get it put away for the next customers to come in. So we actually do salads too. Forgot to mention that, but it's our little salad bar. Build your own salad. Nobody's got one so far today though, but we do make our own homemade croutons out of our sourdough bread. Yeah. And these are some of my regulars. My husband right there, they work right up the street and they walk down here for lunch.
What do you think about it, guys? You like it here, buddy?
Always good. Always good.
Bet you're glad to see it.
Love the home cooking.
Yeah.
Switch up the menu every week, something new, fresh. Definitely good.
I bet you're glad to see another place open up. I know.
Absolutely. It's all about supporting local, small business.
Adding to
being
the
right here in your
community.
hometown, it don't get any better than that.
That's right. And plus the atmosphere in here, getting to come into this old store like this, always fun, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
We actually moved this counter in. He was a big help. We had to go load it up on trailer and bring it here on New Year's Eve.
Where'd you get it from?
It was it actually came out of an old Woolsworth store from the 20s, but it came from a lady. She owns Southern Spirits on the street, Mavis. She had it in her basement, and we thought it would fit in really good, so we got it. And then he actually helped install the booths as well that came from another old restaurant down the street,
Yes.
Mrs. Rabbit's. So a lot of people that come in here used to eat there, and they remember when they were little sitting in the booths.
Oh, okay. So they remember eating them years ago.
Yep.
That's special for them, I bet.
Yeah, they love it. They're like, I bet I sat in the same booth when I was little. So she had the best hot dogs, and if you didn't like slaw, it didn't matter because you were getting slaw on your hot dog.
It didn't matter if you liked it or not.
Yeah.
Just scrape it off if you didn't like it.
Yep.
So let me ask you, what did you think when Jennifer came up with the idea to start a restaurant? Did you think she was out of her mind?
No, I was fully supporting it. I wanted her to build something of her own and do something for the family, and we'd support it all the way. It's been a fun road, fun ride getting here. Loved every step of it so far.
A lot of work, I guess, getting started, opened up.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of late nights here.
A lot of weekends.
a lot of weekends. He works here on Saturdays with me sometimes.
So what do you think about working here? You like it?
Yeah, it ain't bad. The boss is nice sometimes. I mean, she treats me fair.
Glad you're here at the Dry Goods today, coming back to see their new addition to the restaurant and everything. My name is Richard Miller.
And I'm Kathy Miller.
And we founded Madison Dry Goods in 1995 and sold it to Smitty last year after 28 years of being here. And we've concluded after the year he's been here, we couldn't have found anybody any better to operate this business. He's doing a great job, and one of the things that he's done, he's carried on the tradition of what the store looked like, the old-timey looks. One of the things he's added is the restaurant here has drawn a lot of people, but it's just a good fit for the store. So again, we couldn't be any happier to have Smitty as the new owner and take this on.
Well, Jennifer's fixed me up a plate here of meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and macaroni salad. Gosh, that's a big piece of meatloaf. I don't know that I can eat all that at one time, but I'm gonna try. First bite. That's good.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I got to watch her make this macaroni salad. Oh man, this is great. 2 thumbs up. Well guys, I thought it was pretty good. What do you think? Happy plate. Whew, back to filming some more.
My brother, for the longest time, swore up and down he did not like banana pudding. Then she brought some home to him, and he said, "Oh my God, I love banana pudding." Now he loves it. In the bag.
I can get one down there.
All right, what can I get for you today?
I'll have the meatloaf,
All right.
potatoes and gravy, and pasta salad.
All right. That is for here, right? There's that one. And we'll put some gravy on here. All right, can I get you anything to drink?
Are you gonna make a milkshake spoon?
Not yet. That was actually, my birthday was yesterday, and that was one of my birthday presents.
Oh.
My other birthday present is coming tomorrow, and it's a big freezer and fridge combo. So it'll be here tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. So we'll be able to offer scoops of ice cream, cones, milkshakes, all that coming soon. Like, hopefully this Saturday soon. All right, I'll set your drinks down here for you.
So, who you got here with you?
This is my son, Tony.
Tony?
He's the third.
The third? Mm-hmm. And how old is Tony?
He just turned 3
Just
on the
turned
10th.
3. What you got in your hand, Tony? You got some candy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You come down and eat quite a bit with them?
We try to from time to time, here and there. He's gotten to be in his picky phase where he doesn't want to eat a whole lot. So we'll split a plate usually. I'll get something. He'll normally take the mac and cheese. That's his favorite right now is the mac and cheese.
Looks like he likes the candy right here.
He seems to love the Smarties the most. They're his favorite right now.
Well, guys, we've had another great visit here with you all. It's even better that we had food this time with Jennifer. That was some great meatloaf and macaroni salad.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And I'm going to take some banana pudding with me.
Right.
I didn't get to that. And but I got to have some go with me.
Yeah.
I filmed you making, I got to have some.
You don't want to miss that.
And so, yeah, and Smitty's been growing a little bit. He's got another building across the street now that you've opened up for a local venue for people to rent if they have something going on.
That's right. And then we're expecting to have music over there as well. So
Music,
keep an eye on our social media for that.
Yeah, they're on Facebook. That's Madison Dry Good, and there's also another Facebook page for Jennifer's Briggs Family Kitchen, and you can look and see what she's cooking. And I've been looking. When you first posted that she was coming, and I made a comment, so I got to come back and film that and again. And so yeah, but you're not here every day. Let's tell your hours.
No, so I'm open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 4.
Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 4, and the store's open
Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
10 to 6. So it's a little bit different. Two different businesses, a little bit. And probably as you grow, you'll probably open up a little bit more as things, maybe not.
We'll see.
I know restaurant business is a lot of work. And then Tanya's a new addition that looks like really helped you with some of the new products that you've got that you didn't
She sure
have.
has.
Yeah.
She sure has. So you may see her around as well.
Yeah, that's right. Smitty seems to be out running for mayor, maybe. I don't know. He's out running
not
around.
quite yet.
I've been aggravating him about that today. But I told him in another 5 or 6 years, he'll own 10 or 12 more buildings around here. He started collecting stuff as a kid, and he got so many antiques, he had to buy a business to put them.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
So Madison's like a museum. You can come here, and if Smitty's here that day, he loves talking about his antiques and the history of the building. If you didn't see the first video we made here, we went into more of the history of the building then and being the hardware store. This time we went more into the cooking with Jennifer, and I can't wait to come back. I don't know when it'll be, but I'll be back.
All right. We'd love to have you, and we appreciate all of your supporters and for you for giving us a platform to be able to be on.
Well,
Thank you.
I appreciate being able to come, and tell us the address here.
It's 104 West Murphy Street in Madison, North Carolina.
Or just Google Madison Dry Goods, or probably, I don't know if you're showing up on Google
I
yet.
am.
You
Yep,
are?
just Briggs Family Kitchen and Bakery.
So they're right here together, and it's a real treat. You can come and eat, and you can shop, and you can look at all the history, and you can go upstairs and shop. And there's a museum up there about some local history also. So I think we'll get ready to head back to our next filming location tonight.
All right. Well, stay safe, and we appreciate it. Thank you,
All
John.
right.
It's nice to meet you.
Y'all come see us.
See y'all next time.
Next time, bye.